Okay. Good evening, everyone. Just today only, day one itself. From Tuesday you can come. I think you attended the day one, day two, right, in Jenkins there? So from Tuesday you can come there. Okay. So in last section, which topic we have seen? Config map and secrets. In today's session, we are going to do the project in the Kubernetes. That is with the Argo CD. Which one? Have you ever heard about Argo CD tool? Till now, not. So basically, Argo CD is one of the best tool to do the deployment in the Kubernetes cluster. Generally, what we do, we use pipelines to do the deployment. But with the help of Argo CD, we are going to implement the concept called GitOps. Which one? What is DevOps? Development plus operation. But GitOps is nothing but Git plus operation. That means if you upload the source code in the GitHub, entire process is gonna done automatically. For example, you want to do the deployment, write the deployment code, put it on the GitHub. Automatically Argo CD will take the code, will do the deployment. Automatic process. No need of Jenkins, no need of anything. Directly it is going to deploy the application. Let me show you how it is going to work. So in today's class, first of all, I'm going to show you how to, where is this notes? Yeah, give me a second. So concept is Argo CD. Which one? So let's understand what is Argo CD. Guys, Argo CD is a declarative continuous delivery tool for the Kubernetes. And here, like one more thing. Let me go here and let type what is Argo CD. I'll just show you some differences between them. Argo CD. Argo CD is a declarative continuous delivery tool for the Kubernetes. So if I go for the images, this is how the tool is going to look like. Are you seeing this one? If I put the code, see, very simple. Put the code on the Git. Argo CD will take the code. We'll do the deployment on the clusters. That's it. Very simple. Okay. So let me explain how it is going to work for you. So it's a declarative continuous delivery tool for the Kubernetes. Argo CD is the core component of the Argo project. Basically, Argo project is the very big project. In that Argo project, we have one of the smallest component called Argo CD. It's like, Apple, right? Apple products are Apple iPhone, iWatch, iPod, iPad. This comes under the like Apple only. Correct or not, sir? But these are the like a different products from the Apple itself. Here also Argo CD is very big project. In that big project, the small product we are using now is Argo. That is a core component actually. So it helps to automate the deployment and managing the application in the Kubernetes cluster. It uses GitOps methodology. With methodology, sir, what is the meaning of GitOps? Git plus operation. That means if you do the uploading of source code in the GitHub, automatically deployment process will run itself. Okay. It uses the GitOps methodology to manage the application lifecycle and provide a simple and intuitive UI to monitor the application state. That means the entire deployment process, whatever you are doing with the Argo CD into a cluster is going to be monitored with the help of graphical user interface. Okay. Here with Argo CD, you can define the desired state of your Kubernetes cluster as YAML manifest and version control them to the. What is the meaning of desired state? Desired state means like what you are expecting to do. What you are expecting. Current means what is happening now. Desired means what you want to happen. Is it clear now? Yes. So with the help of Argo CD, you can define the desired state of your application as YAML manifest and version control them to the Git repository. Argo CD will continuously monitor the Git repository for the changes and automatically apply the Kubernetes cluster of changes. For example, let me show you. I'll show you everything on the practical world. It is my Kubernetes cluster, sir. It is my Kubernetes cluster. It is my Argo CD tool, for example. It is which tool? Argo CD. Let me take an image from the Google itself. Argo CD PNG format. That is my cluster. It is my Argo CD. It's look like octopus, right? Uh, so it is my GitHub, as you know. Okay. This is the simple flow to understand. Initially, as a DevOps engineer, this time it is not developers, it is DevOps engineer who is going to put the code now. So DevOps engineer. There are a lot of DevOps engineers actually in our organization. So what these people do is they'll put the code to the GitHub. What they'll put to the GitHub. In GitHub, what they put? They put manifest files. Which files are? Manifest file. So now what is the work of this Argo CD? You know, this Argo CD will continuously take the source code from the GitHub. And whatever the manifest file is written, based upon the manifest file, this Argo CD will go and deploy the application in the Kubernetes cluster. Of course, here we are using COPS cluster. Which one? COPS cluster. Of course, you can use Minikube or you can use any of the other cluster also. It doesn't matter. Like that. So DevOps engineer write the manifest file and put on the GitHub. This manifest file will be taken by the Argo CD and do the deployment in the Kubernetes cluster. For example, if I change the manifest file into version 1 will deploy. Now, if I put version 2, automatically the code will be taken, will be deployment. And again, if I put version 3, automatically code will be taken by Argo CD and it is going to deploy the application into the cluster like that. So in this way, this Argo CD will monitor my GitHub. If it find any change in the GitHub, automatically it is going to show the replication to the cluster itself. That is what the point mentioned here. Argo CD also provide advanced feature like application health monitoring, automatic drift detection, supporting of multiple environment like production, staging, and development. It is popular tools among DevOps team who want to streamline their Kubernetes deployment process to ensure the consistency and reliability in their infrastructure. That means if you want to do the deployment in the Kubernetes application, the best method is not writing the pipeline. The best method will be Argo CD. If you remember, for Git, Maven, Ansible, Docker, we have written the pipelines. Even for SonarQube also, Next also we written the pipeline. But for Kubernetes, have I shown you how to write pipeline? The reason is pipeline is not best way for like Kubernetes. Argo CD is the best method. So now here, if you want to implement this in practical way, let me go and let me show you how to create the cluster. First of all, I think all of you know how to create cluster, right? Let me go and show you the Kubernetes cluster creation. So I'll be going here and writing the COPS here. Online, I think you are getting my voice, right? Can you please confirm? So it is my just normal KOP server. And let me do one thing. First of all, let me upload the notes for the Google Classroom. Because every time this is what I'm missing. Okay. So let me go to all setups. Here, what we need to give? Hussein, that is for 4:30 batch only. I'll upload separately for you later, okay? So from your next class will be on Tuesday, already I said. So from Tuesday, we're gonna start the concepts of AWS. And then finally Terraform, we can go for it. Till now, how many videos done for you? Videos. What is the count of videos? Okay. Online, if you are having the videos, can you tell me like how many videos done till now? Forty-five. Okay, great. Terraform will take at least 8 to 9, and AWS will take 8. 8 plus 8, and some rest of the topics will take like 4. Again, like 20. Already I given 60 sessions, right? So we have still 15 to go. And like today will be the 15th one now. Fine. How many sessions for Kubernetes we have done? For Kubernetes, I think minimum will be 11. Minimum will be 11, I think so. I'm not sure like how many sessions for Kubernetes. Yeah. 8. No, like Funny is telling only 8 classes. Funny. What 8 classes? Funny. Really? Day 1 is intro. Day 2 is replica sets and deployment. Day 3 is chaos. Day 4 is services. Day 5 is namespaces. Hmm. From 31 to today, only 8 classes done, huh? Today is 14, right? Only 8 classes done, huh? 14 classes, right? Then like how you are saying 8? Yeah, today is a 12th class. I mean like 12th, not 13th, I think so today is. Uh, was worried like only 8 classes means like what I said all these days. That is also going to be included here. Yep. Prometheus Grafana we said only for one day, na. Second day is to monitor the Kubernetes cluster only. Second day we said Helm, Grafana, Prometheus monitoring through the Kubernetes cluster. Okay, that will come under part of Prometheus, like Kubernetes only. Why? Because Helm we install through the Prometheus Grafana we install through the Helm only. What is Helm? Kubernetes concept only, na. There you missed it. Yep, correct. And one more thing, like from next week, if you want to try to give interviews, you can try to give interviews. Because DevOps concepts are done, only one thing that is pending is Terraform. Which one? Okay, guys, here to install the Argo CD, basically again we are using Helm now. I think all of you know Helm, right? What is the purpose of Helm? You forgot. Huh? Helm is a package manager to install the package on the Kubernetes cluster. Already we discussed or not, sir? With the help of Helm, we download the Helm charts. Helm chart consists of collection of manifest file. If you run that Helm chart, automatical application will be deployed. And these Helm charts are going to be managed by the community people. Yeah. So please don't forget this one, okay? Why? Because in real time, it is going to be one of the most asked interview question for you. I think Kubernetes will take one more session. I think so. Mostly today it won't complete. I'll take one more session. Why? Because Ingress I need to explain. Ingress is very big concept. And I need to tell you the OS updating process and to tell you the replication controller. Have you said RC replication controller? No. So it will take one more session simply. Basically, Ingress I can finish today, but let's see how much time it will take. Yeah, Ingress we can finish it today. But apart from Ingress, I want to tell you one more concept which is not a part of your syllabus, but it will be helpful for you. Okay. There is a concept of eviction, cordon, draining. So this comes under the scheduling part. I'll explain the scheduling part. But it's not a part of your syllabus, but I'm telling for your knowledge purpose only. Okay. Take it free of for all of you. Huh? I think for online they don't want, I think so. Why? Because none of them are responding. Alan, you don't want, huh? Because I'm seeing silence all the way. Only funny want it. What about remaining 35 people? Depends on the application type. We cannot say it is mono or micro. Depends. Okay. So only apart from funny, Srinivas, Divya, and Rohit want and Chaitali want. Okay. In Palvi also. Whatever you say, you want to say, you can say we are welcome, sir. Okay. Then if it is like that, our course will not after 1 year also. Okay. So fine. So we have your cluster ready now. So what exactly my requirement is, if I give the command cops get cluster, I'll have the cluster now. Now give the command kubectl get node. I have the nodes also. First thing you're gonna do is you are going to install here what? Help. Copy it, paste it. Is it done now? Great. Already you know this one. And next year you're gonna install the Argo CD. First of all, add the repository, update the repository, create the namespace, install. Same process. Nothing difference, okay? First of all, I'm adding the repository here. After adding the repository, you need to update them. After updating them, next you need to create the why? Because it is better. Oh, wait. It is better to create the separate namespace while you are installing any of the package. Okay. It help you to filter the things. If you want to do any modification on Prometheus, go to Prometheus namespace, which is going to give very, very clarity for you. So I'm installing the Argo CD now. Okay. So now after installing the Argo CD, next to go and get the command. Okay, so it is gonna show you all the pods, services, replicas, deployment for the Argo CD. Okay, fine, sir. Now you deployed the Argo CD server here. Now the major thing you gonna do is, guys, you want to take the server. I mean, like service of the Argo CD. Why? Because if you want to access the application, what you need to have? Service. How many type of services we do have? Types. Types of services, man. You forgot, huh? Types of services in Kubernetes. Cluster IP, node port, load balancer. Next one will be ingress. Okay, ingress is the upcoming days for you. Already I said this one. So give the command kubectl patch service Argo CD in the namespace of Argo CD, and P stand for here patch of spec type load balancer. Okay, is the service got patched or not, sir? I want my Argo CD server as within the namespace of load balancer. Now I'm installing JQ. What I'm installing here? Sir, JQ is the tool which we are going to like command which we're going to use for the filtering process actually. Let me tell you what is JQ. It is going to show you the output in the standard format. What is JQ command? You can go and see. JQ command is the in the Linux is widely versatile tool that allow you to parse and manipulate JSON data from your command line tool. That means if you want to work with the JSON data, so you can use the command called JQ. You can see it here. Okay. It is for manipulating JSON data. Which one? Yes. So this tool we're gonna use no to manipulate the JSON data. Why? Because we want to filter the data and we want to export the some of the services here. So now what I'll be doing here, I'm running this command. I'll explain what is this command. I'm exporting the Argo CD. Okay, if I give the command kubectl will get svc argo cd hyphen n argo cd hyphen o json. Okay, JQ raw output status I want to give it for my load balance. That means instead of running this much of big command, I'll simply run argo cd. If I simply give echo argo cd, echo dollar argo cd, are you getting the command? So instead of running this much of command, I'm exporting all the command to the argo cd variable. Okay, that's it. So now copy this command. You are going to get the load balancer DNS. Copy the load balancer DNS and just paste it on the browser. Now automatically you can see something called as advanced. Click on accept discount continuation. You can see the Argo CD dashboard. Guys, by default Argo CD comes with the lockout details. Username will be admin. Password, if you want to see the password, again you need to go back to the terminal. Here you need to run this below commands to get the password. Again, these commands are predefined commands. You need not to remember these commands actually. Okay. Now you can go inside. Are you seeing the password here? Copy the password and paste it here. Are you seeing the Argo CD now? It is a dashboard for your Argo CD. Now in this case, if we go and see, here my main objective is to deploy the application. What is my main objective here? Sir, if you want to deploy the application here, the simplest form that you need to understand is very easy. Just connect your cluster here. What you need to connect? Already you are having the cluster here, right? You need to connect the cluster here and you need to give the GitHub ID. So if you go and click on new apps, application name will be Raham. Project name, I am going for default. Sync policy manual. Sync means taking the code, sync the code to the cluster. I'll tell what is the meaning of sync. Sync policy manual. Coming to next year, source code repository. So if you go to my account, GitHub, DevOps 0014. It is also our repository only, DevOps 0014. So it is my brother account actually. Are you seeing the README page for him? Okay. So this is the repository. Here you can go and check for Kubernetes. Are you seeing the Kubernetes here? This is the, oh no, it is ingress actually. Wait. Manifest, I think this one. Yeah, in the manifest, are you seeing this one? This deployment and service. Okay, you need to copy this one. Let me copy it and let me paste it. Basically, I'll try to give it from my repository. Let me create a new one. Click on your repositories. This is already copied. So what I can do is click on new repository. I want to create a new repository. I'm going to name it as Argo City. Which one? Create. Create a new file. File name will be deploy.yml. Of course, here I'm both giving deployment and services here. You can go and see. Sir, here if you can go and see, apps is app/1. So it is a deployment code only. So here what I'm going to give is already we are having the deployment code, right? If you can go to our notes, in our notes, we've seen the deployment code actually with the service. I'll take that one. Let me go to the code. Like whatever we code used previously to expose the application, same code I'm using, nothing new here. Yeah, here. So I want the load balancer code. So if you can go and search the load balancer code, already whatever the code we used for the previous session, same code I'm exposing here. Okay. I don't want this old code. I just want this code. So it is a deployment code with number of replicas are 3. And I'm using the train service that is latest from the Raham Sheikh account. Now, type of the service will be load balancer. Now, if I go and click on save this file, it is just a general manifest file what we use it to expose the application. We have the deployment code, we have the service code also. Now, what I'll be doing here from this repository, I'll be taking the code. I'll be taking the code in the Argo CD. I'll be giving this repository. Okay, it is my Git repository. Oh, wait, where it is gone? New application name will be Raham. Project name will be default sync policy manual. Sorry, it is the repository URL. Coming to the branch, I'm going to give the head branch here. Which branch? Head branch. Coming to path, just give /. Which one? So cluster URL by default, it will come. Select the by default cluster URL. Namespace. What is the namespace you want? I want to deploy my application on default. Just like this. Don't do anything. Just configure like this and click on create. The moment if you click on create, okay, if I click on sync, automatically deployment will be performed. Click on synchronize. Now don't do anything. If I click on here, you can see the graphical user interface. Raham is the application. ABC is name of my service and deployment is a Swiggy here. How many number of pods I created? 3 pods. Is the pod exporting by help of service or not, sir? If you go to your cluster, okay, go the command kubectl get PO. Are you getting the pods here? How I created the pods? With the help of Argo CD. In the Argo CD, what I done? I given the where is my? I given my repository here. In this repository, you put the code or not, sir? Whatever the code you put on this repository, based upon this code, Argo CD will take the code and do the deployment. Are you seeing the services here? Now, if you want to check whether I can be able to access my service and application or not, give the command kubectl get svc. You can write your own. Are you seeing load balancer DNS? Copy this load balancer DNS and paste it on the browser. Are you getting Paytm login page here? Are you able to get it or not? So tell me one thing, is the deployment doing automatically or not, sir? This is what Argo CD can do. Simply put manifest, click on sync, application will deploy. Sir, for example, if I want to make my replicas as 5, remove 3 and put 5. Click on commit. The moment if we commit, now I need to go to my Argo CD browser. Again, I need to click on sync here. What I need to click? That's it. Automatically now 5 pods will come. Are you seeing 5 pods here? Am I able to see 5 pods or not? So tell me one thing. Is it very interesting or not, sir? That is the reason why I don't implement pipeline for the Kubernetes. This is the best approach to do. Why? Because whatever you modify, there is automatically replicating or not. That's it. Sir, similarly in the way, if I want to roll back, if I want to click on history and roll back. Okay, you can see the version. First version you have deployed it. How many minutes? 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago at Friday of June 14th at 6:38 you deployed the first version. Second version you deployed it 6:40. Are you seeing it or not, sir? You can see the complete information. If I go in, if I click on this ID, in this ID I can see for the first version and second version the only difference is replicas. Apart from that, do you have any difference here? No. In this way, it is also going to provide the rollback history also. If I click here, am I seeing rollback option here? I'll go for rollback. Yes, I want rollback, man. The moment if I roll back, now see what will happen. Automatically these 2 pods will go. Why? Because previously how many pods you are having? Previously 3. After updating it come to 5. Now if I roll back, how many pods will be there? Are you going to see this pod and this pod is deleting or not, sir? If you wait for some time, if I refresh here, automatically these pods will be removed. If you go back to terminal here, give the command kubectl get PO. Here we can check. How many parts are there? 3. Remaining 2 are? Sir, tell me one thing. Just modifying the content on GitHub, directly the deployment process is doing within seconds or not, sir? Now tell me, is Argo CD is very powerful tool or not? Online, can you tell me, is the concept of implementing Argo CD clear for all of you know? How's the tool for you guys online? It was clear. Super. Superman tool. Good. అట్లా ఉంటుంది మళ్ళా మనతోని ఫైన్ sorry, this is the best browser and it is not the worst browser. You can trust me now. Okay, sir, fine. So you can able to do rollback also. For example, see, again, if I want to make it fine now, what I can do, click on rollback. So it is my current version. If I want to do rollback, I need to go to previous version, select here, click on rollback. If I click on okay, now again, how many pods will come? 2 new pods. That means totally 5 pods will come. If you can go and click on refresh, now you can see 5 pods are running. Running or not, sir? Simply just whatever you want, go and modify from the user interface. Is it clear now? That's it. And let's explore some other opportunity, like some other services in the Argo CD. So if you go to here, currently my application state is healthy. Healthy means what here? It is working fine only. Synced. Last sync happened on at which time? You can see here sync status. It is synced to the main branch here. And auto sync is not enabled. What is the meaning of auto sync here? See, if I do any change here, if the change want to replicate here, I want to sync here. For example, let me show you. Currently in the manifest file, if you go to manifest file, sir, here currently how many replicas you are having? I want to make it is 2 only. If I commit this one, the moment if I commit, Argo CD will not take these changes by default. Why? Because here I need to make it sync. If I click on sync, if I click on synchronize, then only my changes will be updated. Are you seeing this pod 1, pod 2 and pod 4 removing or not, sir? If you are seeing this rolling means these pods are about to remove now. Yeah. Basically here sync is not enabled. If you give auto sync now, automatically if you modify there, it will update here. Let me show you. Click on these 3 dots. So it is the time, date and author who has done this one. So if you want to make it sync automatically enable, how you can enable the auto sync option here? Do you have any option to enable auto sync here? No. Then how to enable the auto sync? Just tell me just by reading this one, like by seeing this one, tell me how to enable auto sync. The sync status, if you can go and see, you can see the operation is sync, page is success, message and everything you are seeing here. But where is the option to enable the automatic sync here? That's the question. How can we do it? If you go back to the application here, in the application, okay, are you seeing the syncing process here? If you go to sync here, in the synchronize, are you seeing any automatic process here? Let me show you the configuration. Okay, where you are seeing? Wait. In the Here it is out of sync, right? Now, here in the sync, what you need to select? Prune, dry run, apply only, force. Coming to the sync option, what you are seeing here? Skip schema validation, prune latest, respect ignore difference, auto create namespace, apply out of sync only. This only, but like where is the automatic sync here? How can I make it enabled? You have foreground, background, and orphan only, na? This is the last one. We cannot scroll down. Let me do you one thing. Let me delete this one. I'm going to delete and I'll create one more demo. See, if you want to delete the application properly, select the background. Foreground also fine. Let me delete. So now the application is going to be removed entirely. I'll create one more application with same configuration. Click on new app. Application name will be, this time I'll give ABCD application name. Project name, default. Sync policy. Are you seeing it now? Of course, you can edit this on YAML file also, but I'm showing on GUI. Later also you can edit. So coming to source repository, already we are having the repository here. Oh wait, it is the load balancer TNS. Branch head path dot slash cluster URL by default it will come. Namespace will be default. Which one? Guys, if you want to deploy on any of the other namespace, you can go and deploy your own namespace also, but I'm going for default only. Okay, that's it. After giving that one, now click on create the application. What are you gonna click on? Now, if you go and see, is the syncing process automatically done or not, sir? You can see the application, right? Now, what is my requirement? Currently, how many pods I'm having? If I go here, if I go for deploy.yml, if I make here 2 to 4 now, how many I'm making now? Click on commit the changes. I want to see here whether it is automatically syncing or not. Automatically syncing or not, sir? And again, if I go back here, instead of 4, I want to make it as 6 now. What I want to make it as? I just commit the file. Is it automatically syncing or not? Just click on refresh here. You need to click on refresh. Is it making 6 now? How easy our work, sir? Easy or not? This is the power of automation. If you learn how to deal with the automation, your work will be very, very easy. But still, lot of organization don't know how to use Argo CD. Some people will use the classic pipelines only still. But tell me, which one is better, pipeline or this one? Argo CD. Is it okay now? That's how to run. See, a var file is already configured in the image only, na? In the Docker file, you have the complete dependency, var file, files, and everything will be there. You just need to concern about image. If you are dealing with Docker and Kubernetes, var file will be coming in the image only. Is it clear? Fine. And let me show you how to explore the dashboard here. Guys, if you want to explore the dashboard more, see, it is a service. If you go in the checkbox, you can see how many nodes you are having. Tell me how many nodes I'm having. One, hey man, two, six. You said 6 right now. So see here, how many nodes I'm having? So node number 1 is my Linux machine with a 5.15 kernel, and node number 2 will be same 5.51 kernel with Linux. In node number 1, how many pods I'm having? 3. It is my pod number 1. Pod number 1 is created on how many minutes ago? 2 minutes. How many containers in the pod 1? Status is running. Status is healthy here. So pod 2 also same. Pod 3 also same. Pod 3 created just a minute ago. Are you seeing it now? Similarly, you can see in the worker node 2 also. Coming to the node CPU utilization for like server number 1, my node is almost all consuming how much of CPU, sir? 300 milli. I think CPUs will be measured on milli cores, right? 300 milli cores is taken by the application and 320 milli cores by the neighbor. Coming to the memory, out of 3.82 GB, how much of memory is consumed here? For application, zero memory. But for neighbors, it is. You can see the CPU and memory utilization also. And out of this, you can see something called as parent resource as well as top level resource. You can also check like this. Top level resource means like you want to monitor only pod. So you can see only pods. Are you seeing this one? And if you click on the parent level resource, you can see the replica sets. Are you seeing this one? But if you go for top level, you cannot see that one. So top level will be deployment and parent level will be replicas. But if I click on node, I'm going to see everything on the node level. Which level? And you can see something called as unschedulable. Are you seeing this one? Guys, unschedulable means basically whenever if you are having multiple nodes, if you don't want to place pod on a particular node, you can make it as unschedulable. Which one? Unschedulable. So currently, if I go and see kubectl get node, how many nodes I'm having? 3. Master node, 2 worker nodes. I don't want to place the pod on this worker node, so I can taint this node. What I can do? Taint. How to do it means, let me tell you. Wait. Let me go and show you the command. Kubectl taint nodes. This is the command actually. There is a concept called taint and tolerate. Tolerate means to allow, taint means to not allow. Let me show you the official documentation. For example, if you go for the command kubectl taint nodes, give the value of the node 1. You can give key and a value. If you go and give the no schedule, automatically it is not going to schedule the pod on the node. Let me show you how it is. But here you need to understand the concept. Of course, I'll tell this explain on tomorrow session separately, but here I'm just giving the overview. If you want to place a particular pod on the particular node, you have the option like that. And if you go to the next bar here, you can see currently from my cloud, I'm exposing the application through the load balancer. Or in the load balancer DNS. This load balancer DNS is connected to the ABC service, and that is passing to all the pods. Are you seeing all the pods here? For example, if I click here, are you seeing the pod delete option? Even though if I delete this one, automatically what will happen here? Due to having the replicas enabled, automatically the new pod is creating or not, sir? You can check the details also. For example, if I want to get details, click on this pod. For this pod, you can get the complete details. What is the name of the pod? Where is the namespace? At what time it got created? What is the image name? What is the state here? What is the container? Everything. If you go for events, it can tell. See, exactly at 5 minutes ago, the pod is scheduled. What is the pod here? Schedule. After that, it got pulled the image. The image was pulled successfully. It got container created, and finally it is going to start. And if you click on logs, you can see the live logs also. Of course, my container is not having any live logs here. It is gonna make some static logs. Are you seeing this one? So like this, you can see the complete information. And if you go to the last section, in the last section, you can see how many number of services you are working with. How many pods I'm having here? Are you able to see list of pods here? Or is there a service called ABC here? You can see the complete resources of our cluster in the Argo CD homepage. That's it. So is the concept of Argo CD clear for all of you know? How is Argo CD? Very interesting learner, not sir? Like that. So online, tell me how's the concept of Argo CD for you? Can you please confirm me? Great. Fine. And regarding of this application, you can mark it as favorite also. If you mark it as favorite, automatically this will come on the top of everyone. So for example, by default, Argo CD will show the applications in this format. For example, if I create some other application, let me show you some other application DF, project name default, syncing automatic, repository URL. I'm just showing you like how to create some other application. Okay. But because I'll show you the different type of listing the applications. Okay. So by default, it is gonna list clusters like applications like this. But if you go to the second bar here, you can get list of applications like this also. It is the first method. It is the second method. And you go to the pie chart. In the pie symbol also, you can be able to see it. It's in the pie symbol here. In this way also, you can be able to see the list of applications. How many applications I'm having here? How many are synced now? One. Two of the applications are healthy. I have only one cluster and I have only one default namespace available. So in this way, you can also able to list them. If you go to the settings option, you can see a lot of settings here by default. In the cluster by default, how many clusters I'm having? Only one cluster. How many? If you want to add one more cluster in the documentation page, you can go and see. This is the way Argo CD cluster add context name. That means if I have some other cluster, give the command Argo CD cluster add and name of the cluster. That's it. Automatically, Argo CD will take the second cluster into my account here. But as of now, we have only one cluster. If you want me to show, cops get cluster. How many I'm having here? One. If I create one more cluster, here if I give Argo CD add and name of the cluster, automatically cluster name will be coming. And one more thing, if you want to run commands from Argo CD, you need to have Argo CLI. What we need to have? Let me show you. Argo CLI. If you go to the documentation, for example, if I go and give the command Argo list, Argo list, is it working? No. Why? Because by default, if you create the Argo CD, it is going to show the GUI only. But for CLI, you need to install it separately. How to install the Argo CLI? That is very easy question again. So go here, Argo CLI, just type installation. In the installation page, currently we are using the Linux, right? So download this the curl command. So go here, curl, run this here. After running that one, basically it is not required, but I'm just telling for your clarity, okay? Mac, where is Linux? Linux, search for Linux here. Testing means that will be done by like development teams actually. Development and testing will do the activities. We don't involve in those kind of activities actually. Okay. So by this page, what you can do is you can directly go and you can directly install Argo CLI, but it is not mandated to work with Argo CLI. You can go with GUI mostly. So like this. And if you go for user information, guys, here we can create multiple users also. Currently, this is the username. Are you seeing the username here? Username is the admin. It is the password. For example, if I want to update the password, I need to give my current password. What is the current password? If I go to previously here, it is my current password. So by default, it will come with current password. So new password, I'm giving Raham123 static password. So now automatically, if I save, if I log out, and if I try to log in, automatically I can use my username as admin and password will be Raham123. So I have this kind of capability also. Wait, it's logging out. So click on login. What is the username? Admin. So password will be Raham123. Am I able to log in here now? Like this. And coming to the user info, guys, by default, you are going to have only one user, that is admin. But if you wish to create some other user in the account section, are you seeing this one? In the account, by default user will be admin user. Which one? But if you want to create some multiple users, you can also able to create multiple users. For example, here I am gonna go for token. Token is XYZ I'm giving. Expires in wait. Okay, I need to enable the account admin doesn't have API key. Okay, basically I need to enable the keys here in the section here. If you go to settings, are you seeing the keys here? So I need to have add some other keys actually. Okay, fine, that's fine. So coming to next year appearance. So currently which theme is enabled here? Dark. Let me go and take one duplicate tab. I'll show the difference actually. It is my current theme actually. If I go back to my Argo CD, it is a current theme. Okay. But if I click on enable dark theme, so automatically if I go back, is the theme changed or not, sir? So even we have the option to customize the theme settings also. But generally we use a light theme only. Why? Because light theme will give some greater visibility. So this is the concept of the Kubernetes Argo CD. So we can maintain multiple applications in the same format. That's it. Is it clear for all of you now? Online, can you please confirm is the concept of Argo CD clear for all of you or not? Mostly what is Argo CD? How to configure Argo CD to your cluster? Straight question, mostly. Why? Because see, I'm telling you, lot of people don't know how to use Argo CD. I'm telling you this one. Lot of the organization won't use Argo CD. Pipeline, some people. Why? Because some people will fix it to the old methods only. They don't want to update. Why? Because if they want to update, they need to spend a lot of time. So instead of spending that much of time, these people are continuing with the old techniques. I'll tell you one thing. Basically, you will be shocked after listening this. The company which I worked previously doesn't have one pipeline also. Everything they worked on freestyle. How they worked on? Then after that, I have gone and I implemented few of the pipelines. I asked her like, what is the reason that you are maintaining the work on freestyle? They asked me, in freestyle also we can work now, but in pipeline we need to write the code. None of us don't know how to write the code. Because there was a senior manager who implemented the freestyle jobs and he left the organization. So from then, these people are using the existing things only. They don't know how to write the syntax and they don't know how to configure the tools. If somebody are flexible with the manual working in organization, they will keep going with manual only. They don't try to update to automation. But if somebody knows how to do automation, then these people can go and these people can work. For example, it all depends upon perception. I'll tell you why the perception is going to be very, very important. See, I'll split this into two parts. So part number one and part number two. In part number one, organizations are using the freestyle job. Why this my ex company is using freestyle? They don't know how to write pipeline. For example, if a fresher go and ask, Baya, in your company, which work is going? What you gonna tell now? We are using freestyle. It is enough to get a job by because we are using freestyle only. Now, what this fresher will do? He believe pipeline is not important. Freestyle is enough to get a job and to get work on real time. But after a few months, if I come to company, if I start implementing pipeline, now this fresher will come and ask question to me. I'll say pipeline. Now fresher need to believe which word? He need to believe which word? Here the major intention is first of all, these people don't know how to write pipeline. That is the reason they gone with freestyle. But after within 1 month, if I come and if I write the pipeline, now this same person who said we are using freestyle 1 month ago, now these people are saying we are using pipeline. Now this fresher need to believe which word. You will be confused or not, sir? Imagine you are on the same situation. Now which one you gonna believe? First, whatever you heard, that only you are going to believe. Even though if I come and said, Arey man, you need to learn pipeline. No, my brother said official is enough that to get the job and to get an work. Why? Because what are the first thing you heard? That is only the thing you're gonna believe. You don't check the reality fact. You need to ask him why you are using freestyle, why not pipeline? You need to ask that question. Na? That is the main thing you need to understand. In DevOps, perception is going to be matter a lot. Okay. All the organization will not maintain the same perception. If you go and ask one of your cousin who is working as a DevOps engineer, if he said for deployment in Kubernetes, we are going to use something called as pipeline. But in the class, I'm saying you Argo CD. Which one you gonna believe? You're gonna believe that word only. Why? Because you heard that first. Okay. See, for DevOps, there is no fixed methodologies. That is the reason perception is going to be matter a lot. Is my point clear for all of you? That's it. Fine. Okay, so we have some time to discuss your doubts and queries. If you are having any doubts or any queries, you can ask me now. In today's session, like I'll tell that on upcoming days. Why? Because today it is enough. I don't want to make you stress. This is enough for today. So online, if you are having any queries for today's class, you can ask me now online. First of all, let me give the notes for you. Sir, do we have mock interview tomorrow? If you want to give, I'll ask the admins to take. How to configure EKS in real time? Again, EKS configuration very easy, Ramu. If you want me to show. Basically, EK is one of the cluster type in the Kubernetes. Go for EKS, but it is paid one. Let me show you how to create the EKS cluster. So click on add the cluster, create. Cluster name will be ABC. Kubernetes version is 1.29. So by default, we don't have any role. So I'll click on create IAM role. So for cluster creation, you need to have the IAM role. I'll be going for this AWS account. Wait, let me create a role actually with the admin access. For AWS service, I want it for EKS. Yeah, this is the upcoming days concept actually. I'll explain on upcoming days. Okay. So if you create a policy like this, I'm going to give this policy now. Role name ABCD. Of course, you can give any name, but I'm giving ABCD. Okay. Click on refresh and you can get the role. Cluster access, how you want to access the cluster. So I want the API key and config map. I think all of you know how to access the cluster. Like config map means it is going to store the configuration data. So click on next. Select the VPC. I want default VPC. So default configuration I'm allowing here. Endpoint, public and private. Next. I don't like I want to allow API server, scheduler, control manager, authenticator, and login. Click on next. So this will be the versions of my CNA. Basically, CNA stand for Container Network Interface. The pod IP address, pod networking in Kubernetes, everything will be managing by the Container Network Interface. Next. Create. If you see now automatically, because EK does not support creating control point instance in one name. Wait. Here we have some issue with the availability zone here. Cluster cannot create ABCD because EKS does not supporting creating control plan instance in US East 1, the target availability zone. Retry cluster creation using control panel server just span at least 2 of the availability zone. US East 1A, I need to select 1A, 1B. Okay. Okay. Let me go back to some other step here. Networking part. US East 1A, 1B. Fine. Wait. I selected all of them. Security group. Okay. Next. Next. Yeah. It is not accessible here in your case. Next. 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 And finally, create. It's creating now. So basically, however you create the KOps cluster, EKS also one of the cluster that is gonna be managed with the AWS. But again, if you compare AWS versus EKS, EKS will be managing by AWS cloud. That is what we can call as cloud-based solution. But if you go for KOps, it is a self-hosted one. Again, at the end of the day, both will be working for the same purpose only. If you can go and see, it is about to create. Wait for some time. The status creating now. Go for resources. Okay. Currently, I don't have anything. Why? Because it is still under creating. Wait for some time. I hope it is clear for like who asked this question. Yeah, Ramu. Hope it is clear. So currently it is taking some time. So wait for some time. It's gonna be like running on the live environment. In the meanwhile, let me delete the KOps cluster. Why? Because it's gonna be chargeable. Kops delete cluster hyphen hyphen name of the cluster will be rahames dot AWS dot local hyphen hyphen yes. So now my cluster is going to be deleted. So I'll give the notes in the meanwhile. And again, guys, EKS is gonna be paid one. Okay, it's not free. Definitely need to pay amount for it for the service. That is the reason I said the KOps for you. But again, it is better to know like what is EKS. So Bhavani, sir, if I want to attend the Maven and Webhook classes, how can I join? Basically, Maven is done for Webhook. The Webhook class is gonna be done on like Wednesday. So Bhavani, please remind me on the Tuesday. I'll send like link for you. Already Maven is done in the last session, Bhavani. International student. I'm not sure. Like let's ask him. Andrew, like may I know like where you are from? Like from which country? Why? Because like offline students are like interested to know about you, like where you are from and like what you are doing. Andrew, are you there? Andrew Klex. Let me ping him. Screening test. Please ask admins. I don't know about it. Managed node group and Fargate profile cannot be added while the cluster ABCD is getting created. Please wait. Okay, I'll wait. Give me a second, guys. I think new batch is going to start, right? Some of the students said me. Let me check. DevOps. What is the next batch? Today is 14th only, right? Somebody said me like in 19 there is a new DevOps batch is going to start, but I'm not sure. Like here, I'm not seeing any DevOps with AWS. It is 14th, right? Whose name is there? Okay, at what time it is scheduled? Okay, at what time? 19 is right, but I'm not sure like who's the faculty and so I'm leading the cluster here, okay? So, but if you do for the same process, your cluster will be ready within like 5 to 10 minutes of EKS. So, Anil, you want to speak? Please go ahead, Anil.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. Hello. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Anil.
Yes, sir. I want to know that how to make the script for inside the inside the Git more scripted there. So means I want to know how to make the script for the installation purpose and how to configure.
Like your question is not clear, and like I'm getting very low voice from your end. Can you please speak a little bit louder?
Sir, I want to know that how to make the script like for Docker, Kubernetes, Kops, and any other thing.
Scripting is very easy. If you combine all the commands in a text format, that is what exactly you can call a script actually. Okay. And again, this scripting is gonna cover in the Linux session for all of you.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And one more thing is you have already used the kubectl and Kops. So means how you want means how to get the difference means which keyword will use the for the
See,
command means.
kubectl is the command used to manage the Kubernetes components, but kops is the command used to manage the cluster. That's it. That's the only difference.
Okay, okay,
If you want to
okay,
work with Kubernetes, kubectl. No, if you want to work with cluster, chaos. That's it.
okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. At what time it is, Anil? Sorry, Anil. Time it is? 7? 7:20. Morning, huh? You're telling this man. Okay. So, still any question from you all? If you are having any, please ask me. We still have 10 minutes to discuss your doubts and queries. And tomorrow, if you want to interview, like I'll ask the admin to book the interviews, okay? Yep. 9 we already started. That is, I know that one already it is got started. 9 Okay. That is the current running batch. Like it started at 10th of this month actually. Yeah, Monday. I know. So, like one more time, I'm reminding you, your next class will be on Tuesday. Okay. So, advance happy birthday for all of you. Yes. Thank you. Go to your home. Enjoy the meat of a goat. Bye. So, Anna, anything you want to speak regarding today's session, like any doubts, any questions, you can ask me. Yeah. Thank you, Srinivas, Funny and Divya.
You want to complete this?
You want to complete? Yeah.
But I'm waiting at twice a week. So reading fast.
Basically, I eat 6 days in a week daily.
Because I'm going to eating twice.
Huh?
You maintain no health like.
Health conscious, very. Why? Because I am telling you one thing. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much of wealth you are having on the bank account. The only matter is how much of health you are having for your body. Like it's an old quotation, but it is true actually. Why? Because see, I have a lot of my friends. Whenever we plan to go to play cricket or if we plan to go to outside, after playing for 5 to 6 hours, they will be drained actually. Whereas like I can play for 20 hours continuously. But again, the same age. Okay. So the main thing is like I'm observing in these days is lot of people are consuming the processed food, which is not good.
And taking the high
You can consume the food, it is not a bad thing, but there should be some limit for it. Okay, nobody don't know what is calories. If you start knowing about what is calories, I am telling you, your food will come to a certain limit actually. You know, I'll tell you one thing. Exactly a year ago, my weight was 102, 102, but now it is exactly 80. The reason you don't believe, like in the same class, the cars are going to be happening. So to walk from like a down floor to this floor, I felt like a lot of exhausted actually. Then I kept telling myself, okay, this is not the thing what you need to do. Definitely you need to go and you need to hit the gym. Why? Because these days, whenever you are consuming the processed food, your health is going to be drained down. So I will recommend everyone to keep health in a better way. Why? Because see, if we have some 100 crores also, 100 crores will not bring health back for you. So definitely, I will suggest everyone to go to gym or at least go for some walking or like play anything.
The story also.
Huh?
This guy used to be 120.
Oh, what to, oh, you are also what to be man,
Now 80%.
dropped almost like 40 days. In how many years?
1.8.
1.5 year. Great transformation. It took me 6.5 months for the last 20 days.
I'm building the bulk.
Oh, like I'm working there.
No, sir. After somewhat bulk, I'm getting
What's the calorie intake?
1800, 1700. This one.
1700. Okay. But I will, if you ask me, I'll suggest you to increase the calorie intake. Definitely. Why? Because like your weight 84 and you said 80.
84.
No, definitely need to take some intake. That is a minimal actually. You cannot go with it. Go for at least 2000 to 2200 calories. It's better for you.
Taking only salads and proteins.
Only this, huh? How many scoops per day?
2 scoops.
And one more thing, apart from DevOps, I can give some health suggestions and I can give the calorie rate for all of you. If you want, that is also completely free of everyone. See, by taking DevOps course, how many things you are learning here? Subject you are learning, knowledge you are learning, English you are learning, huh? Fine. So I missed your class at start, so the next class isn't is there. Yes, sir. So next class will be on Tuesday, but because tomorrow I am taking leave to travel to my hometown. Sunday is the common holiday and Monday is the Eid for all of you. Okay then, so are we good for today? Let's meet up tomorrow session. It's a new topic. Have a great day. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.